This is my Russian sage, pronounced Salvia yangii in the scientific name. It was reclassified in 2004 from a Perovskia atriplicifolia, something like that. Oh, look at the bee. He likes it. So this plant, called Russian sage, is not native to Russia, and everybody wants to think that. But instead, it was named after Perovskia, a Russian general, by a Russian botanist. It's from the Lamiaceae family of flowers, which is the mint family. It doesn't smell like mint, has its own odor that I absolutely love. He's hopping around, all around. He loves it. So it was reclassified because of DNA testing that placed it more officially with the sage genus. Just measured it. It's about 3.5 feet tall. Now you see it's next to my aster here, and I'm okay with it being here because I have to remember all year long to cut my aster back until this time of the summer, when I can let it go ahead and bloom, and that way it stays shorter. Otherwise this thing would be like 6 feet tall. I didn't keep the tag for this Russian sage, but I did find it first in my photos in 2017, and it took up so much space in my front beds. I love it, but it gets so tall and takes up so much space that I brought it to the back beds, and then I've divided it and spread it out, and every time I do, I just get so frustrated with it falling over and taking up so much space. I love that it's wispy and the branches far apart, but then again I don't, because then it's not as showy. So I love how it's a romantic and a cottagey, but I don't think I like this variety. So I'm going to keep this one plant here as of what I've decided, because I like it, and I'm going to look for some shorter varieties to add to my garden. I actually think it makes a great cut flower to put into flower vases as a tall, wispy background to the main flowers. And then I also love to put it inside sachets. I have these little, they call them wedding sachets, and I like to fill them up with things that have great scent from my garden, and then I can just, take my fingers and squish the bag together, and it lets the smell permeate around the area. And then when it stops smelling, I can just squish it again and it will smell again. This plant really smells great. You can see a lonely coneflower left over here. I have had this over the years nearby other plants, and it works great near some coneflowers, like purple coneflower, or actually some black-eyed Susans, because it blooms the same time as that. Hello, bee. Look at him move it around and weight it down. So I keep these supplies on hand in my kitchen, and if some young ladies come to visit my garden, I get out these sachets. Now, they came from Hobby Lobby in the wedding department, so there's some sort of little thing you can fill with gifts to give to your bridesmaids or something, but they have a tie that you can pull close, and I fill them with smelling things from my yard, and I let the girls fill them themselves, and I keep some, you know, fancy scissors on hand so that they feel extra special. And then I get these in the scrapbooking department, just little fake flowers, and I tuck them in the bag as well. So I went ahead and got myself a little sachet to show you. I don't know if I need to go out in the sun. So there's the flower, and you can see all the purple flowers from the Russian sage in there as well, and it looks so pretty. There, it looks so pretty. It just looks so pretty. I absolutely love it. And you just scrunch it up like this, and your fingers start smelling, and as it dries out, it'll get crunchier, and you can actually fit more into the bag. And I love sending this home with little girls with or ladies, or older ladies, with a memento from my garden. And it's just a fun little thing I do.